Welcome back for another race here in Realistic Racing League. We are on for round 2 for the 5th season here in this league. We are here for the Belgium Grand Prix, and we are, if you can see on the top left corner, we have a one-shot qualifying because today we have our first sprint race, 1 out of 2, and we have a one-shot qualifying that decides the grid for the sprint race, and then the sprint race decides the grid for the actual race. You know the rules, you know how it works, and we are on and waiting for the drivers who set up the setups. And as we can see, one-shot qualifying is on wet. Hello, Phelan. Cheers for you. You are driving today, so good luck to you. And we're waiting. 10 seconds remaining. Actually, a one-shot qualifying is very difficult for me as a commentator to commentate, but we will be on board with the current championship leader, King Enzo. It's a full wet qualifying for the people. Tyler in the Haas is currently there. We stay on board with King Enzo. Going up the hill for the probably most difficult but famous corner on the whole calendar. It's Eau Rouge into Radio, and then going full throttle for the chemistry. Why is the one shot? We have sprint qualifying after the normal qualifying, and this is because it would take just too long if we play the normal short qualifying. So one shot qualifying, then 8 laps sprint race. And after the sprint race, the current normal 50% race. Right now, Tyler in the Haas is on pole, then Felix in P2 and King Enzo just about in 3rd place. Yeah, King Enzo is currently a championship leader with 18 points, only because Dean Fillon in the Red Bull, who normally won the race in Silverstone, the season opener, but he is reserve driver, and so he doesn't count in the normal official standings. And as I talked of him, he spun out and is out of qualifying. But we are 2 corners left, just the bus stop chicane to decide to qualify. Right now Felix is on pole, so it's very intense. Tyler and Felix, who will get pole for the first sprint qualifying of the season. Is it be Tyler, does be Felix? And it is Felix by 31 hundredths of a second. Very close between these two, and NLR Felix One, the Mercedes driver, secures the pole position for the sprint qualifying. Very intense by 31 hundredths of a second. A 2:0 lap, and then King Enzo 8 tenths behind. Then Alexander, Alfa Romeo and Kart Racer, BS Gabriel, Leroy, Jerry Zogt, KSA and Seymour completing the top 10. FRFC was disqualified, probably invalidated his lap. Then Dean Fillon, Brent Boy, Sufjan, FRL Charlie, Pixel of Chaos and Gromit completes the order. So that's it for the one-shot qualifying, and we will go on for 8 laps long sprint race, which decide the normal grid for the 50% race afterwards. So the sprint race is on dry conditions, at least for now, but it's still not very sunny. But for now, the weather is clear and we have dry conditions. We won't see the formation lab, unfortunately, so we have to wait for a little bit longer since we're not using the immersive formation lab, since it has still a few bugs in it. Or do we have a formation lab?
The formation lap gets underway ahead of today's sprint.
Okay, however, we have a formation lab with Crofty. Tell a little bit of side story of the race. And I guess there were a few updates. Sinmul, now you can start on softs.
Start the sprint as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
Okay, I guess they fixed it, so at least some good work from Codemasters. So even as a spectator, I can see the formation lab, but we're waiting for the last few drivers to step on the grid. 70 drivers for today's race. Felix is starting on pole, and beside him is Aram Tyler, and there are 5 red lights over the driver. And it's lights are in, the way we go. Felix gets away well, but also does Tyler, who is trying around the outside. Also King Enzo goes through. There is a little bit of contact and carnage into turn 1. They are going 3. Oh, it does King Enzo, and he's finally out. The current championship leader is out, same for Sufjan and for KSA, and it is a virtual safety car. Okay, I don't know, it's a full safety car. It's a full safety car. There was a little bit of contact here in front between Felix, Lexa and King Enzo, and the Ferrari driver was the one who lost the car and spun, and so was KSA, Sofyan and Gromit. But it's not that, I mean, it's bad obviously, because obviously the sprint qualifying also gives points from P1 to P8, but you have still the whole 50% race to rebuild your race, so it's not that bad. But Tyler had a really good getaway, is up into P1. Lexa also very good start, but not a good start from Felix, who lost 2 positions. Jeremy is also up into P4, won 4 places. FRFC from P11 is up into 5th. Gabri stays there where he started. Simo also won 3 places. Leroy lost a place, and Car Tracer lost 4. But so we have to wait, because there's a safety car who is waiting at the entry of Eau Rouge. And Gabri's in the pits. Gabri's in the pits. Like a few others, like Car Tracer and Charlie and Phil, and everyone is in the pits. Let's see if they're going on mediums and a new front wing. So let's see. Okay, everyone is on mediums. Let's watch the tires. So soft for Carter, soft for Charlie, and soft for Dean Phelan. Gabriel and Brentboy stayed on mediums. Not big of a change there. So chaotic start from a race that not even that long, only at laps like I mentioned before, because a sprint qualifying is a third or a third of the length of a normal 50% race. And yeah, we see the predicted pit stop strategy is medium hard. Medium hard, it's obviously a zero stop, but you can drive all with mediums or with hards. But I wonder why Simul is on softs from the start. This is a thing that I don't understand, and why he's the only one. Maybe because he was out of the top 10, but I don't think so. So, Bernd Mailänder leading the pack. Joking, we see that got to the order after lap 1. Tyler is leading the race in the Haas.
Lucas, could you possibly put a word in with Felix to get me back at CSP_Harris?
So okay, Harris, do you want that I give a word to Felix if you can come back to the league? I don't know if I can do something like that. I mean, I can, but yeah, we didn't kick you from.
I'm not driving.
Yeah, okay. If you're not driving, that's then there is no point of you bringing back to the league if you're not even driving. But yeah, you can. I don't know if you ask Felix for your own for another role in the league apart from being a driver. I don't know, team principal or commentator or something. I don't know, but I can't do anything about it. And Kartracer and Brandboy are again in the pits. I don't know what they are doing. But they are again on softs.
Okay,
However,
responding.
okay. Hopefully the safety car will go in this lap, but it would be good for maybe a little bit of racing for the sprint race.
Also Seafine lost the first incoming.
Harris, I'm sorry, you said that last time too around Silverstone, but I don't think that Sufjan will do a last to first. Would be cool, but I don't think so. So we are at the end of sector 2. I don't know if the safety car is coming in this lap. We will wait. Okay, safety car in this lap. Bernd Mailänder is driving into the pits again. There is actually green flags again, but it's obviously not true, since the safety car is still on the road. But Tyler leading the pack, warming up his tires. Will he try to have a late restart and build as much gap as possible to Laxa? Or will you have to pull away very early? And he pulled away and did not. Okay, no, he's not pulling away, but he does that now. So, oh, very good restart. Laxa letting through Felix and maybe also Jeremy. Side by side, the two Alfa Romeos. Out of turn 1, there's Jeremy who spun, but he kept it off the wall. Contact between the two Alfa Romeos. not ideal for the Italian team. But Felix is up into second again. Now Tyler having a 1.3 lead over Felix. We will see how this pace is going, but I guess Felix has much more pace to show in the Mercedes. He's gaining so much time. But there was B.S. Gabri who lost it in Eau Rouge. And also for Jeremy. He lost it, but he doesn't have wing damage. At least nothing visual. So he stays. Or he doesn't have the pit. So P11 for him at the back as Kart Racer against Simo. They're going side by side to Puon, but he stays in front. P7 for Kart Racer, who's trying to rebuild his race after he had to pit twice. But there is Leroy against RRL Charlie, Ferrari versus Red Bull. We saw that in real life today in Hungary, but here in Belgium, it's not for P1 and P2, it's for 4 and 5th because Lexa has lost it and he's out of the race. And it's another safety car. It's another safety car. Holy crap. Yeah, after the update from Codemasters and the handling model change, there was a lot of driver who had some difficulties, and Pixel doesn't know if he has to pit or not, and Jeremy nearly crashed into him. But there is another safety car. Disaster for Team Alfa Romeo, who had really decent start, were second and fourth, I guess, and now in P10 and 11. But like I said, we still have a 50% race to go after that, and only have 4 laps to go in the sprint qualifying. This is, by the way, the first sprint qualifying out of 2 in general. The second one will be in Australia, who is the second to last race of the season. Race 11 out of 12 in general. FRFC he's currently in third in the Alpine, so he's having doing a really decent job, but has now behind him Leroy in the Red Bull and Kart Racer in the Haas. So not the easiest enemies behind him. But now the order has changed again. Tyler still in the lead of this race. Now is Felix again in second, and FRFC, Leroy, Kart Racer, Brand Boy in sixth, then FRL Charlie, Seymour, Pixel of Chaos, and then Jeremy in 10th place. Obviously with so many DNFs, that's not the racing that we want to see, but we get what we get. Okay, so safety car is staying out for another lap, unfortunately. So we have a lap less of racing. Obviously for commentators, a safety car period is very difficult to commentate. There is not much to say, since we don't have something like replays or something where we can watch the crashes or something from the drivers at the back. But I guess we have another lap, or maybe only one lap of safety car. for new people here in this league who actually never raced in here or are completely new, if you want a seat, you can ask team principal. We have 5 team principal available, and every team principal has two teams. For example, myself, I'm team principal of Aston Martin and Alfa Romeo. There are still a few reserve seats left. So if you want a seat even as a reserve, and you will have probably you will have a seat every week you can race, you can ask on the Discord server the team principal where you want to race. We have also available seats for our F2 league, who isn't running at the moment just because we don't have enough driver. And we have also a league which isn't starting yet, but it's in GT7, where we also have like team captains, and also we need there a few more drivers to start the league. So if you're interested in any of this league, then you're free to join. We need every driver we can get, and a safety car is in its lap. Tyler making again his late lunge out of the bus stop chicane, and he's done it really well again indeed. And there is Leroy against Kartracer and Brandboy, who is coming through both of them, and there's contact! There is contact! Oh, Kartracer, was it Kartracer? I don't know. And Brandboy, and he is FIL Charlie, took the benefits out of it and is up into 4th place. And now he's catching. Now he is catching the Alpine in front. And yeah, the crash in turn 1 was something like Mick Schumacher and Sebastian Vettel in Miami in turn 1. But here, Felix 1 is right behind Tyler. Is in DRS range, but he doesn't have DRS because we only have 2 laps remaining, and there is Leroy who spun. Leroy has spun out, but he's still in the race, but I don't think he can gain any position. So Tyler is still there, but Felix doesn't have DRS because the DRS will only be enabled after 3 laps after start or after the safety car. And since we only have 2 laps remaining, there is Pixel of Chaos, who has spun and is out. Another man who we lost, and Leroy has to avoid him. Oh, Felix is right behind him. Now with ERS and Slipstream. Maybe not here, but maybe he can try up the hill off Eau Rouge and going down the Camel Straight. Oh yeah, it's Slipstream. Slipstream is kicking. ERS for both of them, but there's a Slipstream. Tyler's covering the inside line. Felix is going for the outside, and they're going wheel to wheel for the next corner, but Tyler is trying that. There's a little bit of contact. Who is getting in front now? Tyler's again the inside line, and still side by side. Brilliant racing from the Haas and the Mercedes driver, but Tyler is still on the inside line, has the better line. Will Felix stay there with better traction off the corner? He is still on the inside, but has to back off. And Tyler, brilliant racing from these two, but Tyler is still in front, and he is still in the lead of this race. But you see, Felix is a lot more faster, but he wants his pole position for the race. so desperately, and there's Jeremy who spun, but we stay in front because these two want to fight it till the end of the race. Last lap and last few corners. Now there is one chance for Felix to overtake, and this is the bus stop chicane. Taking the slipstream, you can't overtake there, but he takes the outside line of this corner, going off the track, but has the inside line free. Tyler's cover him off and maybe squeezing him a little bit off, but he stayed there. Felix has tried everything he can do, but maybe you're out of traction. And nearly. Felix nearly passed Tyler with the traction out of the bus stop, and by 75 100ths of a second, by 7 100ths of a second, is Felix in second, and Tyler wins the sprint qualifying and takes the 8 point in his bag and is on pole position for the race. And yeah, feeling like I said, it was close as fuck. So Tyler wins the sprint qualifying with an epic end, with a brilliant fight with Felix. RRL Charlie is in third, then Cartrace in fourth, had a brilliant recovery out all since the lap 1 crash. Then FRC in fifth, also a brilliant race by him. Brandboy, Seenmul, Jeremy, then Leroy, Pixlov Chaos, Lexa, BS Gabri, Dean Fillin, Grow Mid Cup, KSA, Sofian, and King Enzo. The championship leader is at the back of the grid. The race is long, but we will see what this driver can do on the actual 50% race. So 22 laps of chaos, and yeah, it's sunny again, so dry conditions are on for the race. It will be a one-stopper, a soft medium, at least was the strategy for the last game. But since you don't have recommended tires, maybe we will see a few drivers starting on mediums and then switching on to softs later on. But we will see what the driver will do.
Here we go then, the formation lap is underway and the track temperature looks warm. That may or may not play into some of the team's hands in today's race.
Okay. Apart from FRFC, KSA and Enzo and Jeremy, are everyone on hard tires.
So as all the cars reform the grids, the drivers will be hoping to get a strong start. They'll want to earn some valuable points from today's race, with final communications being done with their race engineers, ensuring the planned strategies are all in place.
Okay, so Tyler setting up the grid with Felix beside him, so the front row has swapped places and the Ferrari driver FRL Charlie is right behind them, and we're waiting for the last few drivers. King Enzo at the back of the grid settling up, and there are 5 red lights over the driver. And for the actual 50% race, it's lights out and away we go. Tyler gets a decent start, so does Felix, but also FRL Charlie who gets a really decent start, getting down the inside of Tyler, but he stays in front. Charlie at the back, who passed Felix, who had 2 terrible starts, and Kartracer stays in 4th, same for FRFC, but Tyler again has done everything he needed to do, but now Charlie is on for Tyler and for the lead. And even before the braking zone, Charlie is in front, and for the first time for him, takes the lead of the race, the Ferrari driver, here for the Belgian Grand Prix. for the Belgian Grand Prix. Tyler in second, then Felix and Kartracer. So the top 4 is the same, but just in different orders. There's yellow in sector 2 and this is KSA. KSA has spun. But let's see. The position changes and yeah, RRL Charlie with the lead of the race. Tyler has lost the position of medium hard. Okay, this is interesting. I guess it was also a soft hard. But basically everyone is on... Oh, and oh, Charlie! Charlie has spun there. Has spun and he's out and... But he's still in the race. And I was talking about the strategy and completely missed the spin of Charlie. Now Felix is right behind him. So it's right now a double podium for Haas, who after the performance patch, Haas is a little bit slower than before in kart races at the fast level, 18 second 0.6, and this is not true. So Kartracer is in the lead. Obviously he didn't score 18 point... What the f... Everyone has scored that. Okay, I'm confused. I don't know what happens. I guess the lobby is broke again. But Kartracer is in the lead, Felix behind him, and Tyler is in third. There is again, oh, RRL Charlie. Hard broke for him. He was in the lead. Had a brilliant start. Oh, 3 second time penalty for Kartracer already after 2 laps. It is not optimal, especially not here in around Spa, who time penalties aren't really the matter. Or not very difficult to avoid. But Felix wants to pass him, but he's waiting for DRS for in the next lap. Tyler is sitting there, Lira is sitting there, and FRFC is somehow trying to keep up with these guys in front. There's again Charlie, who has spun it again. The race has started with BS Discovery, 3 second time penalty, save for Sufjan. And DRS is enabled. DRS is enabled, it's again yellow flag. And it's again Charlie. But we look in front because ERS will be used by Felix, same for Kartracer. Now going up into Eau Rouge and into Radion. Now DRS will be open now. And now with the slipstream, it's not enough. It's not enough. Kartracer is still in front. And he's still in the lead. Tyler struggling to keep up with these two in front. Dean Fillon has somehow managed to pass Jeremy and FRFC. King Enzo from the back of the grid is up into P8, and RRL Charlie has retired from the session. Heartbreak for him, and he's also left the session. So we have a driver less for the race, and Felix is so much faster. He can drive so much faster than that, but he can't overtake Kartracer. But will he try the same move that he did on Tyler on the sprint race? No, he's not. Oh, and there's Kartracer, who has lost it under braking, but will he stay in front of the Red Bulls? Yes, he will. But there is Dean Fillon, who has lost it too, and he is in the barrier and has wing damage, but he already crossed the pit. He has already passed the pit entry. So he has to drive a lap with broken front wing. Oh man, now Felix is in front and Tyler's right behind him. Now his DRS, ERS and slipstream, he has everything he needs to pass, and Felix covering all the inside line. Maybe Tyler's trying around the outside of turn 4. Is there contact? No, there is not, but this time the places are swapped. Maybe a switchback, but no, there is a safety car. It's a safety car. Gromit Cup is lost in a Rouge, and oh man, what a chaotic race for now. Lap 4 out of 22. How I am supposed to survive that? How I am supposed to survive this race? It's another safety car. It's third safety car here on this racing weekend.
Worst luck ever.
Yeah. Feeling you said it, worst luck ever. I don't. How did you spawn? Was it just? Oh, you also had the sound bug. Okay, that's not optimal. Did you spawn because of traction, or was there contact? Because the crash was really weird. You crashed really slow and crashed in the barrier. What happened there?
Can't be worse than me, dude. Taking the leg then spinning cause of nothing. Not early throttle or anything. Rear end just went. FRL_Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie, your start was really good. Passing Felix on the getaway and then taking the lead. So a really decent, a really good start. But then yeah.
Turn 1.
Oh, there were so many drivers in the pits. Brandboy, Sinmo, Lexa, Gabri, Phelan, and KSI and Sufjan. We can. So
Sorry,
they.
bus stop.
So.
Not too long.
So let's see the tire changes. Gabri and Sufjan are on for soft, so they will go for another stop, for a 2-stopper. Everyone who pitted on mediums or hards, the hard runner for sure, but I don't know for the medium runner. They can try to drive till the end. I mean the hard runner for sure. For the mediums you have to save quite a lot, but it's possible for sure. So the penalties. Car Tracer has the second, same for Gabri. Dean Phelan and Sufjan are the guys with a penalty, at least for now. So, safety car stays out for another lap, and I hope it's only for this lap. Lap 6 out of 22. Yeah, let's go through the order. NLR Felix 1 leads the race in front of Tyler and kart race, so a really strong race by Team Haas. Then there is Leroy in P4. He has the car, he has the pace, so he can try to be on the podium. Then Jeremy, who has a race with mixed feelings, at least for now. King Enzo, really strong race, and really strong half of the race for him is on for Hartz. He has he still needs to stop, but he is from P17 up into P6, so really strong by him. Then both Aston Martins in P7 and P8. FRFC, the Alpine driver, lost a little bit of place. He started in 5th and dropped down to P9. Then Sinmul right now is in the points for Team Williams. Laxa in P11 with the Alfa Romeo. He also has the pace to try and maybe find some extra points for Team Alfa Romeo. BS Gabri, then Enadine Phelan, who definitely has the pace to build up his race again. Maybe he can watch for the top 5 or something. KSA, free agent, and today driving for Team Mercedes in P14, and then Sofyan, the other Alpine driver, in P15. Safety car in this lap. Let's see what Felix will do. Tyler has done his restarts actually very late. I guess Felix will try his restart before the bus stop. He's a guy who drives really slow but makes the getaway pretty early. But we will see if he's making it in before the bus stop or after the bus stop. There it is, restart. Very late indeed, but Kart Racer's right behind Tyler, but he stays behind. He stays behind his teammate. So, can Felix pull away? Can Felix build a gap? He has right now a gap of 8/10, a really good restart by the Mercedes driver. So we will see if he is able to put the Haas out of the 1 second, and that will mean out of the DRS zone. So the order stays the same, at least for now. There is a yellow flag, and this is Gabri. And it's Gabri and also Sofyan. So 2 spins within 30 meters for Gabri and Sofyan. So not the race that they wanted to have here in Belgium. So Felix is, or let's say Tyler is 1.2 seconds away from Felix, so out of the DRS zone. Same for Katra, so he's just about in the DRS zone of his teammate, but Leroy is right behind the Haas driver, and Jeremy is having difficulties to keep up. We don't have DRS yet, we still need to wait for 1 lap. Sofyan, another 3-second time penalty for him. Let's see what King Enzo can do. Oh, he's 2.7 behind Jeremy and the pack in front. So he's struggling with the does he have wing damage? No, he doesn't. But he has some problems, definitely. Maybe some side pod damage, or the hard tires are that bad. I don't think so, but it can be. Strong drive by both Aston Martins, with this on paper the second worst team in terms of performance, but both in the points for now, and if they can keep it, then it will be a strong race by both of them. But there is Leroy right behind Kart Racer. He will have DRS on the next lap, so maybe it would be better if he wait. It will, but he doesn't want to wait. He's going on the inside line. Will he? He takes the position. He doesn't want to wait. He's beaching on the curb, but he stays on track. Was it maybe a little bit too early? There's yellow and there's Gabriel again. He retired from the session. Maybe, hopefully not a safety car again. It's not a safety car. It's not a safety car. But Kart Racer now has the opportunity to fight back. Now it's a bad exit from Kart Racer. Will it be enough to attack Leroy and maybe regain the position? It's a bit too far back. No, it will not be enough. Will not be enough. So right now it's if Kart Racer will be able to hang on in the DRS of Leroy and try to defend from Jeremy, who has maybe found a little bit of pace, but Leroy is in the DRS of Tyler, and Kart Racer is again out, so he doesn't have the pace like in Silverstone. He's 1.2 away and Jeremy is right behind him. Jeremy's right behind him, is on for P4. Remember that Kart Racer has a penalty. Kart Racer has still a penalty, but even though he doesn't have quite the pace to keep up in front, and also King Enzo has found some pace, everyone in front still need to pit. We can watch the stops. Brandboy has already pitted, and everyone behind. And he's on hard compound tires, so he can drive till the end. There's Phelan. Brandboy let Phelan through, so right now Phelan has probably the best opportunity to win this race if he can keep the tires till the end, because he already stopped. But we will see when the drivers will pit. Probably they will pit on softs at around lap 16 or something, 15, 16. Oh, there's Jeremy against Kart Racer. He's going for the inside line. Kart Racer tried to squeezing him off and there was contact. And I know that these two are in a party and and probably will say to each other how bad they are. But Jeremy takes the place and is up into P4, and King Enzo is right behind them. And maybe he can try and pass both of them. Leroy, okay, I completely missed Leroy and Tyler. Leroy is up into second, 2.7 of Felix. Does he have the pace? Does he have the pace to catch Felix for the lead of the race? Now there is again the pack for P4. Jeremy against Kart Racer. Jeremy for defends the inside line. Kart Racer for the outside, and is squeezing them each other. But Kart Racer, strong move around the outside. But will Jeremy try on the inside line? Late braking by the Alfa Romeo driving. There's contact. Now maybe can Jeremy try with the better exits, and he nearly lost the car. And now maybe King Enzo with the better exit. He's right behind him. There is a little bit of contact on the inside line. King Enzo with the Ferrari, and he takes the position. Now they're going no, not going side by side. But now King Enzo doesn't have the DRS from Kart Racer, so Jeremy can try to re-overtake the Ferrari in front of him. King Enzo defensive on the inside line. Jeremy tries on the outside, but King Enzo, strong defense and stays in front. So up into P5 for him. Really strong race by the Austrian. 3-second time penalty for Pixel of Chaos. So King Enzo has found the pace. Now the medium compound tire are obviously a little bit more used than the hards. So now you will see the pace advantage of the Ferrari compared to the Haas, and obviously the compounds that they both were. Kart Racer from the start on mediums and King Enzo from the start on hards. So 3 times separating these two. Will Enzo waiting till the start finish straight or the camera straight to pass him? I guess he will stay at the back and save the ERS and build up his move on Kart Racer for 4th place. And Leroy in the pits, same for Tyler. Leroy in the pits, same for Tyler. Now we will see Kart Racer also in the pits, and King Enzo proceeds. And Dean Fillon has catch up the lead in front. Where will they? Oh, wow! Where will Brandboy? A guy like Brandboy, very interesting to see. He will finish. He is far. Wow. Okay. So Jeremy, Enzo, and Felix still need to pit. Felix with a 10-second gap to King Enzo, but he wasn't the guy he was fighting. But right now, Phelan takes the lead when everyone is pitted. So virtually, Phelan has the lead, and we will see if Brandboy will finish ahead or will be ahead of Felix. Oh no, KSA is in front of him. If KSA will be ahead of his teammate, or if he will be behind, we will see. Oh, there's Laksa and Seymour side by side. He's going off the track. He probably will not like that. But FRFC stays in front. So Felix in the pits. Oh, late braking by Felix and nearly crashed into the pit line marker. But Dean Fillon, he's so fast in this Red Bull. So it's Ferrari against Red Bull. As always, how will it be different? Both on hards, but Phelan has already stopped. ERS, DRS and Slipstream. Will he go for the outside line? Yes, he will, but King Enzo shuts him the door in front of his face and stays in the lead of the race. But now, can Phelan try to make a move? Not here. And he stays. King Enzo stays in front, at least for now. He's the only one who hasn't pitted yet. And Felix is 8 Wait. They're on hards. Okay. For the one time I didn't trust the I don't understand, why are there no hearts? I don't know, it's not my business. So King Enzo will drive, oh, when he pits he will on for the medium compound tire, but for now he is still in front of everyone, but hasn't pitted yet. He will probably will come out around P6 or P7. Oh, Phelan is a little bit too far back. But the Red Bull is so fast on the straight, but it's a little bit too far back to try a move. So King Enzo stays in front. So after the pit stops, King Enzo only wants still to pit is in P1. But effectively is, after the pit stop of the Ferrari, is Phelan in front, then Felix, then KSA. Also decent recovery, but I don't know if you can make it till the end with his 9 laps old